do do bum 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 boom boom do 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 do. Good morning, everybody. I'm Alex. This is day 39 of the Handmade Game Dev stream, no relation. And if you'd like to join me for today's fabulous, wonderful, incredible stream, all you need for that is your drink of choice. Today is some matcha, of course, and we're gonna have a little sip, first sip of the day. Okay, so I had to redo all that because we are back on Windows today. I decided after after moping around for the last couple days. Really sorry about that. Um, the thing we really want to do is, hey, actually go solve the problem, because I think that this is a game worth seeing through. I think that there's something really special about kind of the idea behind the ideas that have been building up behind this. This is the game. This is the project that gets me up out of bed in the morning. Um, and the like all of the different ways that it not only helps me see the universe, but also to see computers, technology, all this stuff. I think it's kind of irreplaceable. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, all these other projects that I could be working on, I think it really is just, it would be letting myself uh, get beaten. I'm willing, if need, if uh, to see this through quite a bit more, to try to really give it the shot here. And if that involves us rewriting the physics, then so be it. And that is what we are doing today. Is we're going to be going through, actually, well, not quite today. Because we're back on Windows, we have to solve all of the compile errors that have popped up since the last time we were on Windows, which was now maybe like 2 months ago. So that's awesome. That's fantastic. And I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. Most of this stuff is from is because of of creating the Mac port, getting things to try to compile on there, and then changing the way that we call into and handle the lifetime of the game init and game loop functions. We want those now to be owned by WinMain, and so we will go forth and do things that way. So I'm hoping this is not too many. This is not too much work. It's all like very solvable problems. I kind of know the scope of like what is going to change here, but the reason we're back on Windows is I have still been playing through a bunch of other indie games, uh, and finding stuff actually that's been super fun or interesting. So we'll do a shout out to the last couple that I played. So Snakebird, I played 8 minutes of that. Actually, it was pretty cool. Um, the Definitely a fun, interesting puzzle mechanic, but I think I only played 8 minutes of it because I was making dinner. Uh, the the like movement and like the how you fall and stuff, I didn't quite get the intuition for that immediately, but I think it's something I would love to come back to. Delicious Donut was pretty cool. Another Sokoban with that just kind of looks funny, has a kind of interesting movement system. I would definitely play more of this. I got through the first couple of levels, but I think it would be interesting to go do some more. This does fall into the category of like Sokobans that are like architect's adventure here, where the presentation I think is really not fantastic. Um, Architect's adventure even is like this has more personality to it, even though it like these are just like white blocks and stuff. Like Delicious Donut is, I think it's literally just a bunch of Unity assets thrown together, but the puzzles are actually pretty cool, and this the movement system is like it's very Steven Sausage Roll where there's some weird stuff going on. And then the last game I played yesterday was Happen Lands, which was another one of the guys in the Handmade Dev community. Philip Trudeau, he was partially responsible for this one, and it was actually super cool. I thought this was a game that really lined up with the vision of like what we have been trying to do in terms of creating like an interesting momentum-based game with a unique movement mechanic. That is pretty much this game right here in a nutshell, where you have this spear and you use it to kind of fling yourself around, do all this like crazy physics stuff. It's kind of like getting over it with, but more as like a real puzzle game instead of just like a rage bait streamer game, right? And so I thought that was pretty cool. I definitely I think the controls are a little bit finicky, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast tier. Um, but I think there's a lot of cool stuff that was done with that, and I'd definitely be willing to try to um put some more time in and like see more of it through. I think it was pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. That's my it's my indie game wrap up for for the day. There will be more. I'm gonna continue playing more indie games on the side just to keep fresh, get a bit more feel, because I just have not been playing games in a while, and I think that always helps. So let's go through and try to solve all these things. So we'll go to like it looks like input having a ton of things failing to compile. Um, so Clanged has now found our problem here. Um, so so this is just not if def this part, so that should be pretty simple to take care of, right? And the problem now is Clang does not like uh our Clang does not like that. It's not picking that stuff up. So I think in the compile commands we have to just I think if we like just defined, how do you pass something into MSVC or into Clang? I know like how you do it in CMake. Uh, fine. And, mm, mm. Let's see framework. Oh, this is. I guess the Objective C stuff's just always in Clang. Maybe. No, let's find it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, but the reason I'm back on Windows playing a lot of indie games that are Windows only, and I think it would be good to just uh, bring the Windows version of the game back up into get it working again, so that the Windows and Mac versions are interchangeable, and so we can use Remedy BG instead of being stuck on stupid Xcode because Lord, Lord, I don't like Xcode as a debugger. Um, okay, so clearly arg is like not a good search term there. How about here? All right, how about we just ask Rock? Um, dot clanged define preprocessor. Okay, dash D, my macro. Okay, so dash D, uh, win 2. Okay, so like I think that probably will work. Let's just double check. So let's see. May have to reload the LSP to get to pick up the clanged file. My NVim is like really slow to boot on Windows right now. I'm not quite sure why. Okay, so there we go. All right, excellent, excellent. So this is still picking up something. Case default return void. Oh, look, extra switch key code. What do you mean expected expression? Why doesn't it like that? Let's see if the real compiler cares. The real compiler says, no, that's just fine with me. Um, so, I mean, I think that is just a fake one. But we'll let it. Oh, it picked it up again. Um, why would it not like that? Because that's just, that's just what it should be, I would think. Why? Oh, it's just default. Ah, that would do it. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. I mean, I guess MSVC just treats that as the. No, I mean that it shouldn't. That is totally should be a special keyword. We just did something dumb, obviously. All right, so now we have WinMain and Direct 3D11 CPP have a bunch of problems. Um, so let's look at WinMain here. Um, um, let's see. Not convert viable argument. Oh, because I changed the window style to make it a 30. I think to make it a 64-bit. And it is just the upper and lower words are the style and ex style here. So we will actually, why is that not convert argument of incomplete type void start to h. um oh, so I mean, we can just pass that in. We can just pass that in, right? It's kind of not going to appear in terribly many spots. So let's just do that. Slash trend. Okay, excellent, excellent. Um, all right, and then we have to do the masking of this stuff. So I guess we can do this however we want, really. Um, so it's a 64-bit. So what does that mean? That means it's four Fs. Oh god, my bit field senses are tingling. Yeah, so we do it like this, like so, so. With and then here we will set this style. Um, and then how do I get the top one out? Okay, there we go. All right, and then we changed all of this baloney here. Um, so window class dot style equals dot 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 dot. We shouldn't have to. Oh, wait a second. Um, okay. Oh no, this is 4 equals. All right, then we will cram that bad boy down here. Windows style. Um, Assignment cast is illegal. Value cast, sorry. Not supported. I see. Um, go. Oh, don't I want to be anding this? Yeah, I want to be anding that one. That's correct. Okay. Um, um, and then the other one we wanted to pass in. Okay. So those go in there. Um, and then base. So I need the actual. I think WinMain by default is a int. Yes, it is an int, and it does have some input params. Conflicting types for WinMain. Okay. It's 0. Because I definitely need the input params into this, right? So I suppose we will just do that. Okay, excellent, excellent. What is this? When API is standard call. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We are cool with that. But now, we do have to change the we do have to add, init and loop into that, but we'll just make it compile first and then we'll worry about that stuff. Okay, so we still have to go through the D3 to D11 land, which I think is mostly just because I changed like a type here there that probably it just doesn't like anymore. Okay, so okay, like that. Um, uint. Why? Yes, obviously that's what I meant. I'm pretty sure I changed the vertex layout here to match what I changed it to on Mac. Okay, in graphics. Okay, here we go. So, and then casting that. Candidate function not viable. Not convert. Oh, if not initial data. Oh, I think I changed this. Um, hmm. No, that doesn't seem right. It should be. Let's see. Let's see. So, what is this supposed to be doing? Yeah, so we should be, allocating that. That is correct. If it doesn't, we don't pass it in. Um, and then, yeah, I think this is supposed to be. Oh no, no, that actually. Um, Look at the next one. Okay, here we go. Function definition is not allowed here. Hmm. Function definition is not allowed here. Now, why on earth would it be so angry at us for that? Um, is it? Oh, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? That would certainly be a problem. Okay, so it still did not quite fix it. Um, Shoot, I don't remember what this line is supposed to do. Because this should be so why are we hitting that? We're hitting if it's null pointer. That doesn't make any sense. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, because I changed those, right? Oh, whoops. Oh, those are just those ones. What do you mean you can't find that crap? Uh, oh, is it because of, well, that is certainly not right. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, actually, that's all compiling now. Input 300, input 132. Okay. We'll just put like a default one here. Okay, and then this OS interface. Oh yeah, we do have to rewrite that. Um, yeah, okay. So there's a couple more things here than just getting it to compile, but I think we're pretty close to getting it to compile. let's see. So we are storing now the world time start. So that's where we'll be dumping that. Um, yeah, okay. So there's a couple things broken here. We will try to remedy. Number one is that. So if we go into types, so that's where we're storing that, but as a float 64. So let's look at a query performance counter. I want to actually see the type def here because we if we're just storing quad part, then let's just store quad part for a number of ticks. All right, let's see here. High resolution does stuff. What is the error? Uh, Standard IO not used directly. That's probably because it's only used on Apple. If I had to guess. If I had to guess. Let me see. So we want to get the start time and put that in here. And we also want to make this kind of look like the what's going on in Apple Land here. So uh, if we look at Apple Land, we are just doing it in here. Okay, so in this function's not actually storing the time start. That's only when we actually go through it. So OS, it elapsed milliseconds. But so on Apple, how does it? We're just like grabbing the current tick. We are just grabbing the current tick. Just fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I think actually we just do that, and then that makes that the same API basically. Must return a value. Uh, oh. Uh, let's see. Yes. So our linker is now grabbing the wrong entry point. So we want to redirect it now to the correct one. We can just delete that. Let's see. This is not going to work, but it compiled at least. Um, access violation writing location. Okay. Okay. Well, that would be because now we've changed it so the memory init has to happen before you do all of that stuff. Which makes sense. I don't really need readme. So we should be referencing this guy, this bad boy here, as for our what to do. So let's do that. So we will do this, and then these. Hmm. My compile time's actually pretty slow on Windows now. Okay, so all right, it went through and then exited. That's kind of like what we would expect. So there's no game loop. Um, let's see. I'm going to consult like an old version of the thing here, of the code base here, because I used to have it this way. Oh, to sign in to GitHub. Pardon me a moment. Uh, um, that's not right. I have to approve the sign in on GitHub Mobile. I approve it. Approved. Okay, here we go. So let's see, where would that be? That would be quite a ways back here. File for OS to own entry point. Uh, let's see. Yeah, this is not it. Because we were totally still not doing stuff back then. Here we go. So, I think we do want to keep the subsystem probably. Game main. Oh no, okay, so we just call a loop in there. Um yeah, we let this own the thing. So while m.window close. Oh, actually we need the new version of that that's wrapped. Is there anything else in like the init that we need? Um let's see. So oh, we need this. We certainly need that. And we open the window. We should probably. Does this D3D in it? Does not. Uh, EX11. Oh, that's my alarm. All right, let's just try to figure this out, and then that will be it for the day. Oh, create. That's a stupid name. Nobody calls this, so we should just add it to here. Is that able to find that? Not sure how. If I don't know how, I'm just gonna add it here, even though I know that's wrong, because we could have different backends, but oh well. On Windows, but oh well. Okay, so we need to do that. We load the assets, and then we should have the loop, and the loop should we need to have it. Oh, I guess the game loop owns the calling time. All the rest of this stuff is just for rendering crap. So we can actually do then dx11 under and that should work, right? Because this has the input grabbing in here, and this has all the drawing in there, right? Right. So I think the chances of this working are pretty slim, but okay. Where did we? Did it not like that? So yeah, just some access violation. We will. I think we'll just have to find it next time because uh, it doesn't even look like we got into the symbols here. So we will have to play around with that. Uh, yeah, we'll just have to play around with that next time. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, everybody. Let's see, got 132 compiling it again. And hopefully, hey, once we get the Windows version compile or like actually running, then the Windows and Mac versions should just work. Just keep working. I would hope. We probably do have to, thinking about it. I think the shaders are wrong here, and I did, have it as a thing I wanted to do was to stop um passing in the shaders just as a like string like that. It just kind of is kind of crap. Um I think I have a list actually of the Win32 things. Yeah, so we did that. Um yeah, yeah, that's so those are the things. And then we still just have to do sound. Yeah. Okay, not so bad. All right, well, thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. We will keep soldiering on. Um, as long as there is it's blood in my heart, running through my veins, we will be working on fun stuff here. Um, and I hope things are a little better now. Not as like crazy burnt out. Just bad last 2 weeks. But we'll be doing some good stuff, making some good progress. So thank you very much for watching.